Text at 4. Author study, Joyce Sidman. The goal is explore the author's message about apologies and replies. Here's another book by Joyce Sidman. The other Sidman books we've read so far were about the natural world. This one is different. It's about human nature. This is just to say poems of apology and forgiveness. That's an intriguing title. How many ways do you think there are to say I'm sorry? This is just to say, I have eaten the plums, they were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold. Part 1, Apologies. To Mrs. Garcia in the office. This is just to say, I have stolen the jelly donuts that were in the teacher's lounge, and which you were probably saving for teachers. Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so gloppy. Too bad the powdered sugar spilled all over my shirt and gave me away. By Thomas. To the statue of Florence P. Schneider. Lucky Nose. I am very sorry for assaulting your nose before every spelling test. When I first came here, I noticed you right away. Your kind eyes, your stiff hair rolled in a ball, like my grandmother's. Your nose looked so strange and magnificent. I asked Miley about it. Pale and smooth from 1,000 rubbings, she said. Before the first spelling test, it felt like a cool stone under my hand, calming me. In 100 years, your nose may be worn down to nothing. And so I am very sorry, but I think of all the little children and again to whom you gave that cool stone of luck. By Boo Vang. To Kyle. I got carried away. Kyle, I'm sorry for hitting you so hard in dodgeball. I just really get carried away in situations like that. Kids screaming and ducking, coach blowing all those red rubber balls, thumping like heartbeats against the walls and ceilings, blinking back and forth like stoplights that really mean go, go, go. See, I even got carried away in this poem. By Reuben. To Reuben, dodgeball crazy. Sorry, Rubes, for belting you as hard as I could in dodgeball. I'd like to say I wouldn't do it again, but I'd be lying. By Kyle. To Mrs. Mers, Fashion Sense. I am so sorry for my rude words. The classroom was so dead, no one had anything more to say about Old Yeller, and we were all crazy to go outside. The silence seemed like 100 crushing elephants. So I raised my hand and made that comment about your dress, and everyone burst out laughing. You smiled, but your smile looked like a frozen pond. People were high-fiving me on the way down to lunch, but I felt like a traitor. You know how the words slip out and you can't believe it, and they echo in your head forever and ever? Although lunch all through recess, all the next day, I wish I could take those words back. I keep thinking of what you always say to us. Words can help or hurt. The choice is ours. I want to rewind to that moment and say, instead, Mrs. Mers, that dress makes you look like a princess. You are really a queen, not a princess. Our queen, Reina de la Casa. I hope you will overlook the transgressions of your loyal but loud-mouthed subject and forgive me. P.S. I notice you're not wearing that dress so much anymore. Green is not good on you anyway. I like the new one with blue in it, which makes you look thinner. By Carmen. Alex. To my mom, brownies. Oops. I smelled them from my room. A wafting wave of chocolateness. I listened for movement, ears pricked like a bat's. I crept down, stepped over the sleeping dog. I felt the cold linoleum on my bare toes. I saw the warm, thick brick of brownies. I slashed a huge chunk right out the middle. The gooey hunks of chocolate winked at me as I gobbled them. Afterward, the pan gaped like an accusing eye. My head said, oops, but my stomach said, heavenly. By Maria. So we're meeting a lot of characters in this book. Thomas took some donuts, Boo Vang talked to a statue, Reuben got carried away in a dodgeball game, and Kyle bit him. Carmen insulted the teacher in class, and Maria took some brownies. Which character do you like the best so far? Why? To my sister Carrie, the black spot. That black spot on your palm, it never goes away. So long ago I can hardly remember. I stabbed you with a pencil, part of the lead there still inside you. And inside me too, something small and black hidden away. I don't know what they call it. The nugget of darkness that made me stab you. It never goes away. Both marks still there, both small black reminders. By Alyssa. Sister's hand. To my dad, a balance. Dad, I'm sorry for smashing the garage window when I was a kid. Philippe and I were messing around and saw the cracked pane. One had a crack, so they should all have a crack, right? That's what Philippe said. We hefted some rocks. Then one pane had a jagged hole, but they all had to match, right? Philippe said we should balance them out. I remember the weight of the gritty rocks, the shiver of tinkling glass, the wild joy of blooming in my chest, the fear of the running away. For a while, it seemed like the bravest thing I had ever done. Now I realize Philippe was stupid to make up a reason to smash things, and I was even more stupid to follow him. By Jose. To my mother, sparkling dear. Mom, I'm so sorry for breaking your precious glass, dear. All those years ago, the scent of Christmas was in the air, and you and your little snow scene drew me in like a magnet. The dear's slim pink legs and arching neck, I could almost feel their smooth, delicate surface. In my head, I heard you say, "Don't touch," but my fingers had a mind of their own. I plucked it from the rough cotton snow by its tiny antlers. Then it dropped. Later, when I heard you crying, I felt small. Please forgive me. By Miss Ruth Merez. To Maria, not really. I'm sorry I bumped your books that day and scattered them all over the floor, but not really. I'm sorry your locker mirror disappeared and mysteriously ended up in my desk, but not really. I'm sorry I pulled the clip out of your hair and you had to chase me down the hall, but not really. I'm sorry I made you yell at me till your face got red and your eyes sparkled, but not really. I'm sorry you keep saying you won't go out with me, really? By Bobby. To Manga, my hamster. I wish I could set you free like that day you escaped and ran all over the house. That was an amazing day. My mother screamed, my sister cried, all because you were loose somewhere, burrowing through pillows and toys. When Mom finally found you, huddled in the mop bucket, and you bit her. You looked so fierce, like your wild cousins that roamed the jungle of Asia. I wish I had jungles to give you. I wish that could be your life. Please forgive me. All I have to offer is this warm, cozy cage and my fingers scratching behind your ears. By Ricky. It was quiet. It was quiet. No machines beeped. You looked like you were sleeping. Your nose was still wet. Your ears were still silky. But inside something was crumbling. It's not sleep, it's a coma, Baba said. Harsh voice is the quiet room. We have a decision to make. I did not want to decide anything. I wanted to stay quiet with the feel of your fur. But inside all my cells and nerves were screaming. Heads nodded. The decision was made. You did not move. You did not shudder. Yet life left you. I'm so sorry we had to do this. We wanted to save you some pain. I hope we did the right thing. Is death ever right? I don't know, but I hated having to choose it, and I hate the quiet in our house without you. Bye, Denise. To my brother Lamar, secret message. Where would you hide a secret message? Under a pillow, in a pocket, between two slices of bread? Where would you hide a message that wants to be found? Maybe it should be found. Maybe writing it is most important. What happens after doesn't matter. Well, big brother, here's my secret message. I'm sorry I'm such a weird kid. I'm sorry I embarrassed you. I am hiding it here under the seat in your car. I wonder if you'll ever find it. By Daron. Why do you think Daron hid the apology in his brother's car? I'm looking ahead in the book to find his brother's answer. I'm going to go turn to it really quickly. To Daron, little brother. Little brother, you are one weird kid, hiding stuff under my seat. Why you got to hide? Life should be lived extra large. Look at me, man. I'm living large as I can. I know when I go I got to stand and when I got to run, but I've been thinking about you, little bro. Since you put that note in my car, you got your own stuff I don't have. You got sticky shoes, they stay on the ground. You got brains that work all the time, not just sometime. You got that curly hair of Mama's you don't remember, but I do. You got that smile, that dumb sweet smile that ain't seen badness yet. Keep all that stuff. Keep it. Hold tight to it. Hold it, little brother. Here, you gonna need all that stuff. Maybe not the smile. Get rid of that, or you'll end up on the street under somebody's wheel. But the other stuff, don't let it get beat out of you. Stay strong. I'll be showing you anyways. Showing you how to live large, extra large, like me. By Lamar, Duran's brother. What just happened between them? What are we learning about apologies and responses to them? To Bouvang, what was I thinking? Wow, am I really in the principal's office? She is bigger than I thought. Is that gray hair on her neck? Her dress is the color of ripe plum. She is always asking so many questions. I have such a bad feeling in my stomach. Bouvang is my best friend. She is always laughing. She was laughing when she hit the fire alarm. It was an accident. She was just fooling around. The principal's eyes are like hot sparks. My parents will be so angry. They will yell and yell. My mouth is opening. I'm blabbing about Bouvang and the fire alarm. I can't believe this is happening. The principal sends me away. I slink out like a whipped dog. Bouvang, my best friend, I told on her, then pretended I hadn't. Will she ever forgive me? By Maylene. What makes us betray our friends? Why might Bouvang forgive Maylee? I'm going to read the response on 42. To Maylee, the river of forgiveness. Here I am, reading Maylee's poem. I am wading in the river of forgiveness, thinking of alarm bells, of breaking glass, of confusion, and the fear that crushes your heart when you've done something wrong. I feel cold and alone, of fighting the water as it pulls at me and fills my eyes. Will I ever make it across? I keep thinking of a friend who helped explain the world, whose arm is always around my shoulder, a friend who stands with me in the crowd. There she is, my friend, on the other side of the river. She's the one looking worried when I cough and choke, the one about to jump in after me. But wait, my feet are touching. I've reached the sandy bank. I've crossed the river of forgiveness. I open my arms to her. By Bouvang. So, what is Bouvang saying here about forgiveness?